of football, where, in case you didn't know, the under-17 FIFA World Cup is going on in Indonesia, and the youngsters are promising a lot of action, especially teams like Brazil, who are thumping their rivals 9-0. That is, they played against Catalonia when they did really well, and also they have enjoyed a successful win against top side England, where they got 2-1. But then again, the tournament is at the round of 16 stage, and just like I said earlier when I started, teams like African teams like Mali, Senegal, Morocco are doing really well in the round of 16 matches. When you look at a team like Morocco, they are in action against Iran when they play in the tournament that is tomorrow. Then you have Senegal also have been paired against France on Wednesday. That is afternoon. Well, they'll be playing in the round of 16 March. When you look at the likes of Germany, who are also in the round of 16, they've been doing really well, trying to get positive results, trying to make their place up in the under 17 World Cup. But then again, all eyes are on the current champions, who are Brazil. I believe they're 5-time champions, and this is a morale for them, to try and get into the finals, try to make the country proud once again. But then again, as a Kenyan, as an African, I'm fully behind and supporting African teams, the likes of Mali, the likes of Senegal, who are doing us proud. Just like I said, Senegal in action against France, we have Morocco in action against Iran, then we have Mali, who will also be testing their might against the Mexico under-17 teams. But so far so good, teams have been registering positive performances. We have the likes of France, who got past United States to make the round of 16, winning 3-0. Just like I mentioned, we had Brazil getting a 2-1 win against England. Senegal, on the other hand, they started off the game really well, but then again, after getting a 4-1 win against Poland, but they were pegged back a little bit when they fell under Japan, who beat them 2-0. But then again, that did not deter them, and they're through to the round of 16. When you look at a team like Mali, they started off really well as well, but then again, their game against Spain, they fell 1-0, but still managed to get to the finals. That is after securing a 5-1 win against Canada. So we are seeing a trend where African teams are doing really well in the finals, and up to the round of 16. I beg your pardon, and we might see them maybe through to another later stage, and we are hoping that they get through. But then again, when you look at a team like Morocco, also they are a threat. After the 3-1 win against Indonesia, they can possibly go out and hurt their opponent, that is Mexico. They started off with a disappointing 2-0 defeat against Ecuador, but then again, they can gather up their strength, they can dust themselves off and try to replicate the performance we saw against the men's World Cup when Morocco reached the semi-final stages. So can they replicate the similar performance? Of course, they have the full support, and they are relying on that kind of performance to try and motivate them to try and get to a better stage, especially how the youngsters are being molded to be top players in future. Just take a quick look on how the group stages are faring on. In Group 1, surprisingly, just like I told you in Group A, Morocco are leading with 6 points ahead of Ecuador, who are second with 5. Indonesia and Panama are trailing behind with 2 points apiece. Then we have in Group B, Spain dominating with 7 points. Mali also closing in up in second with 6 points. Then in Group C, we have England surprisingly leading, due to goal difference, of course, against Brazil. But then both teams are sharing 6 points, with Iran also tying with 6 points. But then again, the likes of New Caledonia are trailing with 0 points so far. Group D, where Senegal is also in, we have Argentina and Senegal tying at number 1 with 6 points. So far, the Group E, we have France and United States, with France having 9 points and United States 6 points. Group F has Germany and Mexico, number 1, number 2 respectively, with Germany with 9 points and Mexico with 4 points. Let us know on the comment section, do you believe the African teams, Mali, Senegal, Morocco, are going to do us proud as far as the FIFA's Under-17 World Cup is concerned? Talk to us through our socials. 0819803884 is our SMS and WhatsApp number. Moving on swiftly to the UEFA European Championship qualifications, where teams like Belgium, France, Belgium, Portugal also recorded positive results in the action match day 10 of 10 yesterday, with Belgium getting a 5-0 win against a 10-man Azerbaijan. Then we have Portugal getting a 2-0 win against Iceland. A team like Spain also dominated and got a desirable 3-1 win against Georgia. But it is the statistics that are mind-blowing, with Romelu Lukaku leading up, being a top scorer with 14 goals, 4 goals ahead of Portugal talisman Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 10 goals so far. French talisman Kylian Mbappe is sitting pretty at third with 9 goals. We have Hurricane with 8 goals. Then Rasmus Højlund and Scott McTominay, interestingly, are tying with 7 goals. That is how the top 5 top scorers are looking like. Bruno Fernandes, on the other hand, is dominating in the assist department with 7 assists so far, with Denzel Dumfries, the Netherlands player, having 5 assists so far. When you look at how the number is, the likes of Jeremy Doku, we have Dusan Tadic, Bernardo Silva, all are tying with 4 assists apiece. Now, interestingly, how some of the teams are doing so far. When you look at England, they are in action tonight against North Macedonia. Then we have Scotland. Scotland played yesterday with a 3-3 draw against Norway. But then again, when you look at Italy tonight against Ukraine, then we also have Finland against San Marino. Not forgetting Denmark playing trade with Northern Ireland. That is just some of the fixtures tonight. But then again, a team like France stand many when they played over the weekend, that is on Saturday, after recording a massive 14-0 for Slovenia playing against Kazakhstan, Italy, Ukraine, and then we have England and Macedonia also in action tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the end of the program.